you hear me?
There we go.
There we go.
I had to reset my computer. I probably haven't reset it in over a month. So.
Bro, I don't even use this computer. I got it free. I wish I was joking with you. I'm not even joking. I signed up for college to use my GI Bill money, and I had like 9 months left. So they give you a free laptop if you do the bachelor program, and after 6 months you get to keep it as long as you stay in school. So I dropped out after 9 months. So I just got this laptop.
Like a brand new human being, you dropped out after 9 months.
Yeah, man. You know, that's how we do.
Any way they can get you, right? I mean, God bless you for serving the country, but they're clever. They're the best marketing, strategies in the world, right there.
And you know, it's crazy, man. I didn't even want a degree. I just wanted to get the GI Bill money.
Well, at least
I didn't even care to get a degree, man. They was paying me like crazy money each month, bro.
His name is Ken Miller. He is most recently the winner of Steve Harvey's Spotlight contest. I want to get that name right.
Yeah.
And after over 1,000 entries, I believe I was reading, Ken Miller of Orlando, Florida, came out on top. Ken, thank you for being here today.
Man, thanks for having me, brother.
I'm so happy we got this done finally after 3 tries.
I know, right? Yo, last week I'm all logged in. I'm like, where this dude at?
Oh, man, that's how I felt the first week.
Yeah.
We talk about...
Yeah, so it's cool, yeah. And then you know my weirdo friend Richie, so you cool with me.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's finally, he's being friends with him is starting to pay off, so that's good.
Yeah, because it's not any other way.
Absolutely not.
So
no way.
He was just down here last week. We did a show together. He was in his feelings about something. Oh, he was such a Krabby Patty, bro.
Well, I know what you're talking about. I know what was making him upset, but you'd think he'd be anything but upset being down there in the warm weather during the Rochester winter.
Yo, well, it's the crazy thing, though, when he came down, he caught our cold front, so he was down here freezing a little bit.
He's probably still wearing those cargo shorts,
hold
though.
up. Our cold front, though, is like 50 degrees, so.
Oh, it hasn't been 50 here in a while.
Yeah.
Not in a while. So how has it been? I mean, I see a ton of your clips online. You are, not that Richie isn't, and not that I haven't had other ones on, but you are a real comedian. You are
Thank you, brother.
An established working comedian. How's it feel?
Yeah. It's good, man. I'm on the road about 35 weekends out of the year, because I do also have a day job, and I am newly married, and a father of 2.5 kids. So. I gotta, be home some weekends and spend some time with people. But yeah, man, I'm out there traveling a lot, man. I love it. Hopefully that, with the Steve Harvey thing, I can start traveling more.
Yeah, talk about that, because a couple of people I've recognized submitted their entries, other comedians, and Richie told me about you, Richie, who's been on the show before, who we just talked about. And I saw yours, and I was like, damn, that's just authentic 5 minutes of great tight comedy. And I didn't know you. I still really don't. That's what this is for. But I was like, this is good. This is gonna be up there, if not gonna be the winner.
Yeah, and it's crazy, dude. I was telling a friend of mine today, I submitted the last minute. I was legit, a friend of mine named Mike Charette posted his video and was like, y'all go vote for me. And I was like, yo, what competition is this? So I clicked on it, and I saw you had to submit a 5-minute clean video. So I had sent my video over to a friend of mine that does my editing I do these things called Ken Miller Rants. And it's just me sitting in my car talking shit about stuff. And, I can cuss?
Sure, of course.
Okay, cool. And so he went and had to, beep out all the cuss words for me. So I legit submitted it like at the last minute, bro. No lie. And I get an email that says your video has been, submitted. Then you get another email that says your video has been accepted. Cool. And then the next day, everybody starts voting. Well, then they chop off like half the videos. So it was probably like that I could see like 25 or 30 videos. You know what I mean? It could have been more, but I could only see like 25 or 30. I wasn't looking at nobody else's anyway. I was just voting for mine. So I did a 2-week campaign, and I was just pushing it. Vote, 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 vote. The last day of voting, I was in Albany. I was in Albany, New York. One of the worst flights I ever had, bro. Mm-hmm. I get out the plane. The plane had been, it was Allegiant, so
yeah.
you know that flight was terrible. I get off the plane, I land. The comedy club couldn't pick me up, so I had to Uber to the hotel. Couldn't get my Uber to work because I just got a brand new phone, so I couldn't get the Uber. I didn't remember my password, so I had to go to their website, get an Uber. I finally get the Uber. This lady is taking every back road in Albany. I don't know if she didn't have a driver's license or what, bro.
I don't think you need them in Albany.
I was like, bro, all this damn highway, you just taking back roads. Like, what is going on? At first, I was like, man, this lady's about to kill me. I 100% just knew I was about to be killed in Albany. So I finally get to the hotel, bro. It's legit 45 minutes before the show starts. It's snowing, ground full of snow. The club say they can't come pick me up. I got to walk to the comedy club. Now, I'm from North Carolina, but I'm a Florida dude now. They wanted me to walk in the snow to the comedy club. I was like, all right, whatever, man. I get all dressed up. I got 400 coats on because it's cold. I walk over to the store. I sell merch, so I had to go into Best Buy to get an adapter because the new Note 10s don't have an auxiliary port.
Mm-hmm.
And I used the Square.
Right.
I'm in Best Buy, and a friend of mine calls him, man, Akeem Woods. He says, bruh, you won. I said, won what? He said, you won Steve Harvey's Spotlight. I said, get the fuck out of here. I said, how you know? He said, people are tagging you on your Facebook. You didn't see it? I legit hadn't been on social media in 8 hours because I was traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I go to his Instagram. I remember the words. Steve Harvey said, I picked Ken because he had such rich material. He was so relatable. Bruh, I legit fell out in Best Buy. I was crying.
That's so amazing.
First person I called is my wife. I said, baby, we won. She said, won what? I said, we won the Steve Harvey Spotlight. She started screaming. I'm in Best Buy. I'm screaming. Now, understand, bro, I'm in Best Buy. I'm like in the middle of Best Buy. This dude's like walking around like, what's up? You good? I said, bro, I just won the Steve Harvey stand-up Spotlight. He was like, you looking for a TV? Like, what are you So
we don't sell spotlights here.
yeah, right. Like, so I run to the comedy club. I my face full of tears. The MC is up. I get to the manager's like, oh my God, I'm looking for you. Where were you? I said, I was in Best Buy. I said, I won the Steve Harvey stand-up Spotlight. And I showed it to her. The manager at the comedy club starts crying. Because, I've been working this chain, this Funny Bone Improv chain for like 10 years. So I know all the managers. Mm-hmm. The host brings me up on stage. Bruh, for 25 minutes, I don't even remember the set. I was so emotional. Like, I really didn't remember. I couldn't remember the set. I got done, and apparently it must have went good because they didn't boo or throw nothing at me. And I told them, I said, I just want to apologize. I don't even know how this set went, but y'all, I just beat out 1,000 comedians worldwide, and I won a Steve Harvey stand-up Spotlight. And they gave me a standing ovation.
That's beautiful.
And I started crying again on stage. The host came, got me out, and I walked out, and then I called my wife, called my mama, and then I just started getting notifications, and I was trying to thank everybody, and I just had to end up doing a video thanking everybody. And my followers went up. I think I picked up an extra 1,000 followers on all those social medias. It was some hate too. Some people was in the comments hating.
Of course.
Which is so funny to me. My thing is like, if you don't like it, just skip over it. You don't have to say anything. But other than that, it was so much love. So I finally got a call from his people. I won $1,000. I get to fly out to LA for 3 days in March. I get to meet Steve. And we're going to go to a bunch of comedy clubs throughout LA, and hopefully a talent agent will get to see me, and then maybe after this, I'd be like, the rest is history,
Yeah, 52 weeks a year instead of 30 something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Now I gotta be home in December.
yeah, of course. Everybody does.
Syracuse. I just did Syracuse, and Syracuse was my last run. My wife, like, when it's the holidays, she's like, nah, you got to be home, bro. No comedy. So usually the last 2 or 3 weeks of December, I'm in the house.
I have so many things to ask you. I'm probably going to end up jumping around, but while we're here, how is it being a family man and a comedian now onto an aspiring comedian, a working comedian, and especially with big opportunities that pop up like this? Is there a lot of negotiation, or everything's easy peasy?
No, it's negotiation. Well, because with my wife, it's like you can go on the road all you want, but you have to take time to where you spend it with your family. Like, for instance, say last year, the whole month of June, I wasn't allowed to do comedy.
Okay.
It was all in family time. The kids were out of school, and we went on vacation. I think we went to Atlanta. We took the kids to the theme parks. We that was the month. She said, you can't do any comedy. I don't care if $100,000 gig come, you can't do any comedy. So it is some negotiating. And so, if I'm like, I'm gonna go on the road, she says, that's fine, but come Monday when I get home, we got to do some family stuff from Monday through Wednesday. You know what I mean? So I tell a lot of young comics who think they can't do both, you can. You just, if you're on the road on the weekend, when you get home Monday, you got to spend a couple of days with your family. And that part of the comedy keeps you grounded, because, the road is rough and it's lonely. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you. You might get lucky and get with a cool headliner that want to hang out, want to drink. I smoke cigars, might want to smoke a cigar. You know what I'm saying? Or you might get a headliner that don't talk to you at all, and you just in a hotel room for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or you end up in like Albany, New York, where it's snowing, and you don't want to leave the hotel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, the balance of it for me is, if you're on the road a lot, when you come home, you have to spend some time with your family.
I mean, you say, do you know what I mean? I don't know from experience, but I'm a gigantic stand-up comedy fan. I listen to everybody's podcast. I watch all the specials, everything. And when you say you smoke cigars, I know that some of those big LA comics are big cigar smokers. The Bill Burr, the Burt Kreischer, all those dudes are always smoking some kind of big, fancy, expensive cigar. So maybe
yeah, mine ain't expensive, bro.
They might have extras.
Nah, my cigar, and I don't know if I can smoke with rich people, because they smoke them dark cigars. Them dark cigars will kill you. My cigar, I smoke the mild ones.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I can't do a dark cigar, bro. I smoked a dark cigar one night, bro. I was throwing up everywhere. I can't do them.
If I had to guess what the most common job for a veteran, you were in the Army, or I don't want to miss.
Army, yeah.
Okay. If for an Army veteran, what the most common job would be after their service, I think the last thing would be a comedian. How did you make that jump from being in one of the most serious positions in the world, being in the military, to telling jokes about your kids for a living?
Well, I've always been funny. I've always been the funny dude. It's because being funny and then trying to put it in the stand-up, they're not the same thing. I got a brother who I think is 100 times funnier than me. He can't do stand-up. You know what I mean? So to put it in the comedy form is the hard part. And so 13 years ago, matter of fact, November of this year was my 13th year. So 13 years ago, on a Tuesday night, I was working for Nextel. I work for Sprint now, because Sprint bought us out.
Yeah.
And I worked in a call center, and so a friend of mine talked me into going to do open mic. She was like, "You should do it. You're so funny. You always walk around the office making everybody laugh. Go try it." I was like, "Yeah," because I've always wanted to be a comedian. I just didn't know how to get started. Because I'm in Orlando, and you don't know about open. It's not like it's LA and New York where there's open mics and comedy clubs everywhere. I didn't even know there was a comedy club. The place was seriously 8 blocks from my house. I didn't even know it was a comedy club. Never knew it.
Yeah.
So it's a Tuesday night. I take like 40 of my coworkers. I get there, and we pack the place. And if you ever been to an open mic, open mics, they're usually not. It's usually, it might start off with people, but then by the end of it, it's nobody in there.
If you bring one carload of people, you're half the crew. You're half the room.
Yeah, right. And everybody's excited that you brought 4 people. Like, oh my God, we got 4 people to make laugh. So I bring these 40 people with me. I go in there, and the thing about open mics is the person that brings the most people, you're not going up early, because all your friends are gonna leave when you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So I get there 8 o'clock. I get signed up. And the host named Pedro Lima, who's like my idol, my role model now, he's pushing me to the back of the list. He's pushing me. And so finally I go up to him, because we work at 7 a.m. Finally I go up to him and says, "Hey man, look, I'm new at this, so I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers, but I just need to know when I'm gonna go up, because, we work in the morning and all these people gotta go home." And, you know, he's like, I'll put you up next. So he put me up next, and I murdered.
Yeah?
I murdered. What I thought I murdered. Because I got all these people with me who know my joke, who know my stuff from work. So it's just my work friends.
Right. They know when you're kidding, when you're being sarcastic. They know. Yeah, they know you. That makes sense.
So Pedro says, hey, man, good job, kid. Come back next week. Come back by yourself. I said, all right, cool. Because in my head, I'm quitting my job. I'm about to be famous. I come back the next week by myself, bro. The worst fucking 5 minutes of comedy that the earth has ever seen.
Same jokes?
Yeah. And I did the same set from the week before. I did the exact same set. Nothing. No laughs and no nothing like that. And he was like, this is how it is when you're a young comic and you don't bring a crew of people with you. You know what I mean? And I learned something that night. And then after that, man, I just start writing. You know, we only had 2 open mics at the time, so I was going to both of the open mics, and I just started getting good real quick. But I was also around a bunch of really, really good Orlando at the time had some of the best headliners in the state of Florida, and I got to get mentored by a bunch of great comics, man. And then I started working and I started hitting the road.
It's funny because you got to experience almost the best part of comedy, you know, in that scale, right? With your friends in that open mic. And then the very next night or the very next week, you got to experience the worst part of comedy.
Yeah.
So you got both ends, and still you're like, if I can get back to the middle, I'll still be happy.
Bro, I'm telling you, it takes a crazy, insane person to do stand-up comedy. You have to have something mentally wrong with you, bruh, to get up in front of a group of strangers in a room where the lights are dim, it's candles on the table, it's just you, a microphone, a bar stool, maybe a drink, and a spotlight, and it's like, make us laugh, dude. That's crazy.
Man, Ken, I could talk to you for the next hour. I know you got somewhere to be, and our connection's starting to loosen up a little bit, which is okay. We got a great, solid 15, 20-minute show here. I appreciate your time. I hope one of those clubs is a Rochester club very, very soon to get you up here in studio. We could do an hour. We can get Richie. We could do some fun stuff, I'm sure. But I just wanted to talk to you for a little bit. Of course, wanted to talk longer, but it's all good. You do your thing. We'll keep in touch. If people want to find your stuff, like your rants and stuff like that, where's the best place to find you? What are your social media pages?
Yeah, man. Ken Miller 30 on Instagram. That's KenMiller and the number 30, which is my high school basketball number. And on Facebook, you can find me at Ken Miller-Comedian. Please do not send me a friend request. I got 5,000 people on there. I don't even like them. Go to the fan page. I like them people, bro.
Yeah, that's where you're going to get the good content, too. Ken Miller, I'm happy I got to talk to you before you blow up bigger than than all the comics in Florida, and I have to go through a booking agent to talk to you next time.
I know.
Ken, have a great night, man.
You got my number, bro, so you ain't got to go through nobody.
I got you. Yo, thanks for talking, and have a great night, and good luck with you. Happy holidays.
All right, thanks, man. Happy holidays, Chris. Appreciate it, brother.